to my show, Deep in the Kitchen with Linda Neely, guiding you to have the most relaxful cooking and dining experience yet. Today we're going to be messing around with tofu. And what I mean about messing around is we're going to take it out of its element and turn it into cheese. Because if you look at tofu, it looks like mozzarella. It's got the same texture as mozzarella. And mozzarella doesn't really have that much flavor. So if you put the right ingredients, you turn it into cheese basically. And I love cheese and cheese loves me. So I think I gotta switch it up with the tofu every now and then if I know I'm gonna overindulge. All right, today we're gonna be making a classic caprese salad. And if you don't know what a caprese salad, basically it's buffalo mozzarella, tomato, basil. You can use capers if you have them, olive oil, and salt and pepper. And I'm gonna be making some classic stuffed shells. And you know stuffed shells got a buttload of ricotta cheese and mozzarella and Parmesan. Well, I'm cutting out the Parmesan, I'm cutting out the majority of the mozzarella cheese, and I ain't using any ricotta because the tofu, that's gonna play that part. All right, let's get started. I got my oven baking at around 350, 375. Here I got some, it's jalapeno chicken sausage. That's gonna be going inside the shells as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting together. I basically just made 10 because I feel like that'll be plenty for myself. And what I'm doing is I'm adding just a little bit of my cheese, and I'm putting in a couple little sausages, okay? And I'm filling it up with more. And again, you don't have to really go by measurement. You're just winging it. You have to learn how to wing it. You have to know what kind of ingredients that you have. And always make sure that if you've got a lot of one type of ingredient, you gotta play around with it because it could get boring. But you know you're gonna end up going back to that ingredient for whatever purpose. It could be health, it could be because it's the only thing you know how to use, but you can get very bored off these types of overly used, overly abused ingredients. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to add the sauce. And you know what, I wanna check in the fridge because I have a feeling that deep inside there might be a few more ingredients that can make this pop and have my caprese salad pop. I'll put a little bit of the tofu. I'll put a little bit of the tomato, and it's already seasoned, so we're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna add a lot of the basil, the majority of it actually. Then I'm gonna go ahead and salt and pepper it. It's very bland to be using tomato and tofu. You have to season everything very well just to let you know how it works. Yeah, tofu doesn't have any flavor, just like cheese. But that's why it makes such a great cheese component. We are tricking the system. Oops, let's add the rest of this tomato. Here, all my magic is in. And here too. But today, I pretty much know what I want to take out of here because I have a good memory of food because I love food. I have some Italian diced tomato that has oregano, garlic, and olive oil. This is gonna be so good on top of the shells. And also, I wanna see what I can add to my caprese salad. You know what? I might drizzle a little bit of balsamic vinegar just to punch it out. That will be really, really good. And let's see if I am missing anything else. I think that might be it. We already have our mozzarella cheese. Let me go deep, 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 just to make sure. Just to make sure. Yeah, I think we're all good. All right, so let's get back over there. Let's add everything and let's try it. Let's bake it. Let's get it going. All right, so let's go ahead and add everything and get down to the nitty gritty. All right, so I have lathered on my sauce, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get these lovely stewed tomatoes that are already diced, and I'm going to add them onto my Yes, I am. It's so sussy. This has already all the flavor that you need. You don't need to add any more salt or pepper. This is perfection already, the way that it is. I love sweet tomatoes. And they love me too. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so sassy. I also have some mozzarella cheese. And again, if you don't want to use any regular form of cheese, don't. Just go and get some of the soy kind that they already have made. And I'm just going to lather and lather because I love cheese. I already feel good that I already did the tofu change. Alright, so let me have some more cheese, darn it. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh my gosh, I could have just like walls thick of cheese. Oh, I love it. You love cheese and you know exactly what I mean. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to basically add my olive oil to this because I might not even need the balsamic vinegar. It might just be perfect. And I'm just going to drizzle it on like that. Perfect. Before I try this, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the oven. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some oil. Just because I can't wait. I want it to cook faster. And I have all this leftover foil, so I'm just gonna make a little tent. There we go. Well, it can be reused. Why not, right? Just spread it out and reuse it again. But get decent foil. You don't want to be messing around with some cheap-o 99-cent kind. Alright, I'm gonna get this over to the oven and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try everything. Alright? Are complete. I got the pasta shells out of the oven and they are done. They are ready to be served. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve myself a ton of this. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to dig in. These came out so beautiful. It's funny how we ended up with an Italian dish, but hey, go figure, right? Alright, so got that and I am going to just lightly toss my caprese salad. By the way, I don't ever make these recipes before I actually show you them. I do it completely freestyle because I know my ingredients. I know it's going to taste good. And I never fail myself, so I will not fail you. Trust me. Alright, so I'm going to try this since this is my appetizer part. Alright, so let's see how we did. Got our tofu, which is our cheese. Shh, don't tell anybody. Our tomato and our basil and our olive oil. It tastes so good. I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of the balsamic vinaigrette that I had inside the fridge just to punch out the tomato flavor. It's got such a nice thick consistency. You want to get like pretty good balsamic vinaigrette, something that's thick. If you can get the reduction kind, that's even better. It's like a syrup. It's so sweet. Oh, one more bite. One more bite. No one would ever know that this was tofu. I kid you not. I'm going in for one more. I don't care. Just one more. Oh my gosh. I'm good with this. But these shells, they've been calling my name for months. My boyfriend is going to be so happy because he's been craving these too. And he asked for them. So, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Oh, it's so perfect. They look like little Hershey kisses. Oh. Wow. I might have to say that this is better than ricotta cheese.